Bro, bro, what did I just watch, man? I didn't just watch it. I actually watched the episode twice. What up? What's good, you animals? Jake here, dumb as ever, with another Kamen Rider video, Tokusatsu video. One I did yesterday I got like 300 views, so that's like good enough for me to keep going and doing these. And like I said, I just want to yap about Kamen Riders, so these videos, I'm not doing the Japanese Power Rangers, whatever. It's just going to be straight for the Tokusatsu heads. I'll try and explain things when I think it's necessary, but overall, I'm just going to be yapping my head off about stuff that you may or may not know about. You should probably know about it if you're watching the video. In this case, it's Kamen Rider Zeztz. Kamen Rider Zeztz, the newest Kamen Rider that's been out. Been coming out for 24 weeks now, 25 weeks, accounting like a break or whatever, but the new episode came out yesterday, and holy bro, they cooked. They cooked. Now, I did want to talk about one thing first. In the last episode, or the episode before, I can't remember, Baku, the main character, he kind of, in my opinion, he like destroyed a part of his subconscious that was like holding his Baku personality, and he became full-on Agent 7. That's how I interpreted the scene. Some people think he was just acting, like he just completely dropped his Baku self on purpose, like he is doing that himself, which I'm not saying they're wrong, but in my opinion, what it looked like to me was that he when he destroyed that part of his mind, he destroyed Baku's personality so Seven could take over, because he genuinely believed that his Baku personality was holding Seven back from completing his mission. That mission being to find Nim, which does happen this episode. So much happens this episode. It's a crazy episode. It's got a crazy cliffhanger ending. Not even a cliffhanger, just like a what the hell. Next episode looks amazing. I'm very, very excited to talk about all that. Okay, but I did just want to mention that Baku thing. Like, I personally think his Baku personality, I think there's traces of it still around. Like, you see him pause and stuff throughout these last two episodes that make you think like Baku's still there. Some of his reactions and stuff, but I think overall Baku's personality is like mostly gone, and the Seven personality that was pre-programmed into him by code is there. That being said, my theory there, it doesn't hold up against the argument that if Seven had taken over, he would follow Code's orders, which he does not do in episode 24. Baku vehemently disobeys Code and says he has his own mission, which ends up getting him killed. So that I can definitely see the other side of the argument for like saying Baku is just doing that on purpose, like he's doing it himself. But me personally, I still think it's Seven took over, so to speak. Now, let's start from the beginning of the episode, chronologically, because there's just so much to go over and talk about. We start with Nim. Well, as we found out last week, Nim's mother is the lady who has been kind of the overarching villain of the series so far. She's the one that had Nox doing all his evil deeds and stuff like that. Now, we learned that the lady is Nim's mother, but kind of in a weird way. The lady was agent number 2 at Code, and she had a nightmare where she was attacked by some sort of shadow creature. It cut her arm, and she woke up with the baby, which is Nim. And Code wanted to take the baby because it was born of nightmares, essentially. So they're like, bro, we gotta take it and experiment on it. Like, we're an evil government organization, so that's just like the natural conclusion you need to jump to as an evil government organization. You need to steal the baby and experiment on it. And then the lady was just not down on that. Agent number 2, she was not cool on that. So she took out a couple code agents and ran, gave Nem to an orphanage and kept an eye on her. And we kind of learned Nem's backstory earlier this season about her like creepy dad that adopted her and turned her into a star and all that. Nem got into a coma, and I guess the lady stole her. And that's how she ended up in the lady's like weird facility. The lady says that she created this room that's connected to dreams. Doesn't explain how she did that. Don't know if we'll find out how she did that. I mean, I hope so. But yeah, we learn all that, which is all crazy. We knew Nim was inherently connected to nightmares somehow. I don't know that we knew she was born of nightmares, like Jesus baby born of nightmares coded. That's pretty crazy. So the reason the lady does all this is because she deeply feels as though she's Nim's mother. Even though realistically, I don't know, Nim just sort of appeared in her arms. I don't know that automatically means you're the mother. But she's kind of wild and she wants to take down Code, as we've known this whole series. Now Baku is in his 7 mode, obviously, and his whole thing is he wants to find Nem. So the lady is attacking Code headquarters, and Code calls on 7 to come fight the nightmares. The lady has like this Nox driver that's black and purple, and she can like summon the nightmares like it's a Benton Omnitrix, which is kind of cool. I mean, I think that is just obviously gonna be a new Bandai release toy, a repaint of the Nox driver, and I don't think I'm gonna get that one, to be honest. But you know, good on them for trying to sell a repaint of the Nox driver. It did seem though she summoned a couple nightmares, I think, or at least she summoned like the Demon King nightmare, which I think was totally new. So hopefully they'll drop another Capsum pack for Nox, because right now the Nox driver only has 3 Capsums, which is kind of pathetic. But yeah, she's using this Nox driver on her hand, and she's storming the Code base essentially, just to destroy them. I don't think she's like got any other objective besides like kill 0 and 3. Baku also shows up. He's destroying nightmares, but the only thing he cares about is finding Nem. He's like pushing aside all his friends, his sister. He doesn't care anymore. His whole thing is find Nem. Which, you know, obviously he's lost sight of himself and what's important. But he's got that damn Catastrom mode that he like pulverizes one of the nightmares. He literally just punches it into a wall and it becomes smoke. It's crazy. It's a really cool power up. but Catastrom does some work in this episode, being awesome. Eventually, Baku catches up to Nem and the lady, and Nem stops him from like basically trying to take out the lady because she's like, yo, that's my mom actually. And Baku's like, what? It like catches him off guard, and it messes up his resolve, so his Catastrom form like self-destructs or something. Like it disappears. Like as soon as his mission is not clear to him anymore, I think the Catastrom thing sort of destroys itself. That's what it seems like anyway. It looks like it hurts him really bad as well. Well, someone else who also gets hurt is the lady, who gets shot dead by 3 and Code people. He was using the clear capsum to become invisible. Baku is also shot because Code wants to destroy him because he is obviously disobeying them now, and they don't take like disobeying. They definitely don't like when their agents disobey them. So we also see 3 finally disguise into Lord 3, his Lord mode, which it looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Been waiting to see that guy for a while. He does not get his hands dirty often, but he basically just beats Baku's ass. He stabs him, like some real fighting going on between Lord 3 and Baku. But Baku's already wounded. He's been shot. So he is defeated by Lord 3, and Lord 3 basically just shoots him in the heart, like just executes him. Has a Kamen Rider ever been executed like that in a show? I don't know. I'm kind of new. I haven't seen that before. That was pretty crazy, man. So I was jaw dropped, like, what the hell is happening next after this? Also, man, screw you, Code Zero. Screw you, man. Yeah, I thought he was cool. This whole season, after he got destroyed by Nox, I was like, nah, maybe Zero's like one of the cool agents, and he was helping Baku, but he got destroyed, and now Lord 3 is kind of a dick, and he's taken over. Nah, man, Zero's an asshole. Zero just like, all right, Baku disobeyed an order, Lord 3, murk him. That's literally what happened. It's some bullshit. I do not care for you, Zero. I really liked you, and now you've made me upset. Obviously he did some dickish things before, but that was like regular, government organization dickish things, like kill Nox. Okay, yeah, I get why he would want to kill Nox. That kind of makes sense to me, man. Like, I'm not saying it's the right thing, but looking at the situation, you can see why he would want to kill Nox. But dropping Baku just like that because he disobeyed one order, man, I do not care for you, Zero. But yeah, Baku dies, but then he wakes up in episode 1 again. It was all a dream. It was all a dream thing. The difference between the tired trope that is and the actual show is that it happens in the middle of the show, so everything we saw, as far as I can tell based on the preview for the next episode, everything we saw is destined to happen. But now Baku has not only the knowledge of what happens, but he has tools from the future. It looks like he has the Catastrom dual mare capsum in the preview, when at a time when he did not have it in the original episodes. So this is all really interesting because I feel like nobody saw this coming. I feel like absolutely no one saw Baku dying and then waking up in episode 1 again coming. Because there's been a lot of belly aching in the community over the story. Like, Kuraha and the other guy getting murked by Nox, and then Nox getting killed. Obviously the lady dies, Nim gets captured by Code in this episode. All that doesn't happen now. It all resets back to 0, and now Baku can tackle it from a whole new perspective, actually knowing what Code is, what their deal is, how they are. Now here's the real kicker. How's he gonna work around 0? Because Zero's back. Obviously, Zero was the robot was destroyed, but he's back now. So I am desperately interested to see what happens next. Like, I think they're cooking so hard, and a lot of people were not hype on the series because of the writer Yuya. Did I say that? Yuya Takahashi? Is that his name? Man, I don't want to get it wrong. Yeah, his name. Okay, yeah, his name's Yuya Takahashi. Yuya Takahashi, he's written Kamen Rider Geats, he wrote X-Aid. I think he wrote one more show that I can't remember. No, 01. I'm in the middle of watching Geats. I'm not even in the middle. I'm towards the end. I'm about to finish it. I'm on like episode 43. We watch it weekly on my Discord, so it's gonna be a few weeks before I finish it, but I'm at the end, man. I've watched enough Geats to kind of formulate how I feel about it, and I feel like Kamen Rider Zeztz is just it's gonna piss some people off. I feel like Zeztz is kind of a better version of Geats. Like, I feel like there are some ideas that are kind of running in parallel to me to Geats, and I feel like Zeztz is just doing it better. The vibe overall, I feel like they have a similar vibe in a lot of ways. Like, it's more serious. It's got like this darker tone to it. but I just think Zeztz is keeping it so tight and clean in a way that Geats really didn't. Um, Obviously, Zets hasn't finished. They could, he could completely drop the ball in the last 24 episodes or the last however many episodes are left. But I think Zets is just like kind of killing it for me. I think it's just such a good show. Every week I'm excited to see what happens. I think it had kind of a rough first few, like the first 3 episodes were straight fire. The ones after that were a little bit but like around episode 10, it really, really picked up for me. And I think this show is just killer, man. Every week, it's like something new and exciting. The thrill of the spy theme is like really strong. I mean, I've never been like into spy things. Like I've seen a couple James Bond movies. I've never really clicked with it, but the combination of that theme and the Kamen Rider format, it's just working so well. And it is all culminated in this episode 24 that ends with Baku being shot. Like that is some crazy cool spy shit going on. And they get to do it because it all resets. So it's like you get that moment, but you also, get to go back and try again. And I think that's what the next few episodes are definitely going to be about. I can't see them going like literally episode to episode changing things. That'd be ridiculous. I think the next few episodes are kind of going to catch us up to where we were in episode 24. Or maybe because he knows all this stuff, the timeline diverts completely and we never have this code headquarters incident and completely different things are going to happen now because he knows. That's more likely, I think. Because I think a lot of like, is he gonna fight the prison nightmare again? Like, what are we doing here? I'm really interested to see, man. I'm so excited to see what they do with the next few episodes. I'm absolutely the show's electric. The show is electric, man. I don't know any other way to describe it. Oh, but what I was saying with Yuya Takahashi, sorry, you just brought that up and then randomly went some other way. People were not happy about him being the writer, and it's okay, I get that. If he wrote some shows you don't care for, that makes sense. But also, you got to take into consideration, like, writers are not static beings. Like, if they failed in one show for you, they might improve in the next show. Like, they don't have to fall into the same tropes over and over. They could, improve over time. They could improve over time and change and get better. And I feel like Yuya Takahashi has cooked. He's cooked, quite frankly. And I can't say he hasn't cooked in this regard. I think he's cooking, and I don't want him to stop. I want him to keep going. So yeah, I obviously episode 24, I feel like it's a 10 out of 10 episode. I'm not gonna lie, like, had me on the edge of my seat, had me, guffawing, and I was gooped, gagged, and betribbled by all the reveals, and I am so excited to see where it goes. So, let me know in the comments what you thought about episode 24. I know there's some fun things, like it's episode 24, and it's been 24 hours since the accident, so, and also the intro's changing, because the intro's called Visions, the intro song, but now the next one is called something else that kind of relates to him waking up. Yeah, it's all really interesting, really unique for a Kamen Rider show, or at least from my perspective, it seems to be. So yeah, I think they're just cooking. I don't have much to say besides they're cooking. I love what they're doing, and I can't wait to see more, man. But yeah, let me know what you think of this episode in the comments. Let me know your theories. I'm interested to see what y'all think will happen. And yeah, I think I'll see you in the next one. Bye!